All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the net. We've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Play action. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz and the names that end in TZ. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's complete. Hooper. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ryan. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. it's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Shorty.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lion. There we go, back. Waiting. Black, come on.
Now Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On play action, Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll run it here. Spinning away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Great. Back. This by 7. Shorty.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Shorty.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. Again, it's Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Get up! Go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
21. Ready.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons continue to pour it on.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Wentz will try again on second down, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And now another one thrown incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Ryan on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Freeman again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Great 15, great 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back near the goal line, here's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it out of there. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, let's go!
On second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? To throw is Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Falcons on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready, 25.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
You got 4. Ready. 280.
Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey. 4 down. Get out,
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.